What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my beautiful rideshare revolutionaries. It's me, Gio, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit differently. I've been thinking about this for a while, and it's been bothering me a bit lately. And I think one of the reasons I started this channel almost 2 years ago was because when I got fired from my full-time job, and I needed to make money. I went on YouTube and there was thousands of different videos talking about how to make money for Uber and Lyft, how to make $1,000 a week. Not a single one of those videos, it was all general information. And only a handful of those videos actually backed up what they said with proof. So the first time I made over $1,000 as a full-timer, as a full-time driver after I got fired from my full-time job. I made a video, and then 8 months later, I fucking had 200 subs. The channel really didn't start growing until last year, um, but one of the things I've noticed is there's a lot of negativity in the rideshare space. There's a lot of people that hate the apps. There's a lot of people that can't stand Uber and Lyft. There's a lot of people that, are very, very hard on themselves, hard on others, and there's not a lot of good, reliable information on the internet, in my opinion, or on YouTube at least, for the rideshare community. There just isn't. There's people that have tried, but I personally am not seeing it for myself. And I personally feel that the app economy is going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow over the next couple decades. And with that growth, there's obviously going to be growing pains, but there's also going to be a lot of opportunities for new drivers to hop in, old drivers to remain. Depends how much they want to contribute, how much they want to do. And with that, there's got to be good, reliable info out there, and it's got to be trustworthy people that are sharing what they can to help out all these drivers. Because we have to be real here. I want one thing, like I'm a legit expert when it comes to driving. I've got over 15,000 rides. There's only a handful of drivers on YouTube that have that amount of experience. And I'm a full-time driver, so I've been doing it for 2 years full-time. So obviously when you do this full-time, week in, week out, that's how you get that kind of number. That's when you really see, that's when you start doing, I think I did over 77,000 rides last year in 1 year. That's when those numbers really add up when you're a full-timer. And like I said, I speak from experience because I drive every day, drive every week. I made $85,000 driving in 2017 or 2018, sorry. But we have to be real. We have to be realistic. And I think one of the main reasons why there's so much negativity on YouTube, on uberpeople.net, on Facebook groups, is because people were not realistic in their expectations for Uber and Lyft, and they just didn't know any better. Because Uber and Lyft don't really care about drivers. I'll go on record and say that they absolutely do not care about drivers. The priority of the apps is the passengers. They want you and me and everyone else driving to stay on app as long as possible to make sure there's zero wait times and zero surge and zero prime time and all that. That is the priority of the apps, is the passengers. And one of my cats is freaking out. Calm down. Sorry, train of thought got broken up there. I think we're going to take this little mini series I'm doing here, and we're going to examine all the reasons why drivers hate the apps for good reason, and we're gonna work on ways to improve how you can do things better. Because I am currently under the belief that if you drive for Uber and Lyft and you're not strategizing, you're not thinking, then you're playing a losing game. If you just turn your app on and drive and you take every ride and you don't think about what you're doing, you don't get to know your market, you don't research, you are playing a losing game absolutely. And there's many reasons why you're playing a losing game, and we're going to go over it. And the first two reasons we're going to go over today is goals. If you don't have a clear goal, you're playing losing. You're going to do things that apps want. You're going to operate the way the apps want you to operate, and you're playing a losing game. So first things first, got to have a goal. The second reason why drivers are playing a losing game is because you guys aren't. It comes with cars. Cars are our offices. That's the tool of the trade. And this might offend some of you, but I think I'm the only person that's going to say it. So first, I want to talk about goals, right? Every single one of you have to have a reason why you drive. You have to have a clear reason. Do you want to put a ring on your girl's finger? Do you want to save for a house? Do you want to save for another car? Do you want to save for a vacation? It can't just be like I just want to just drive. I mean, there's plenty of retirees that do that too. But if you have a clear, focused goal, that will literally help you make money in your market better. If you are determined to hit that goal, you're going to be more successful than the people that don't have a goal, that just want to get out there and take every ride and don't know what they're doing. You need to have something that puts you in the seat of that car and drives for these apps. And you also have to be aware that it's not going to come easy anymore. When the apps first came to like Chicago, some of these drivers were making $400 or $500 a day without breaking a sweat. Now it's not possible. Now on a really, really good day, you can make $400 or $500 something like Cinco de Mayo, St. Patty's Day, New Year's. And a lot of the drivers who were here at the beginning, that's why they can't stand the apps now, is because the rates were cut, the markets got saturated, and they didn't adjust. They didn't adapt. They just got angry. And I understand why, but you have to shift as the markets do. You can't keep doing what you've been doing and expect the same results. You have to go with the flow, literally. With the apps, you have to, because they don't listen to us. They absolutely do not listen. They don't care. We are not the priority of the apps. All right. So now that I've said the first reason why you're playing a losing game is because you might not have a goal. And oh yeah, let me just throw this in there before some of you correct me. I am perfectly aware that every market around the country is different. For example, one of the best markets in the country is San Francisco. The drivers there make, if you're a full-time driver driving 60 hours a week, you can potentially clear six figures. In some of the major markets around the country, Chicago, Atlanta, New York, Boston, Portland, I heard is very good. Some of the earnings that I've shown aren't possible in every market around the country, and that's because every market's different. Every market has a different median income. Every market has a different. They have different rates. Every market has a different amount of drivers on the road. So some of you, like in the Florida markets, your rates are too low and you have too many drivers on the road. You have a saturated market. So in those areas, financially, it is not beneficial for many of you to drive full time. It's better for you guys to do it on the weekends, do it during the busy seasons. But full time driving, probably wouldn't suggest it. I would suggest many of you drive full time because there's so many pitfalls involved with this that you're not really considering, but you should. And the biggest pitfall is your car choice. So many people, I think this is the biggest thing that burned so many drivers when Uber and Lyft started getting popular as a means of income. Because when Uber and Lyft first came, like I said, in some of these major markets, you were making so much money. Some of these drivers went out and bought brand new cars. They went out and bought $30,000 cars. And they were just racking in money. They're just like, this is the good life. I'm making, $2,000 a week. I'm not even sweating it. I got this new car and all this. And then Uber lowered the rates. So they lowered the rates and they started, referring more and more and more drivers. And then that money that they were making at first just wasn't possible. So those people that went out and bought those new cars were stuck with these payments. And I'm still seeing that kind of behavior today. I talk and interact with drivers every day, every single day, through the YouTube channel, through my group chat that I set up, through email. I talk to you guys all the time. And I honestly think if you if you bought a new car, you are playing, and you're doing this full time, you are absolutely playing to lose. Because guys, this is where everybody fucked up. This is where most drivers fucked up. If you're not really good with your money, because if you bought a new car, let's say you got a brand new car for $25,000, and you're making minimum payments on that car, and you're a full-time driver in a major market like Chicago, like San Francisco, like New York, that means you're driving at least 50,000 miles a year. At minimum 50,000 miles a year. So if you got a 5-year loan on a $25,000 car and your minimum payment is, $450, there's a high likelihood that car will be completely burned out. It would have broken down many times over and will not be operational, and you're still going to owe money on that car. You screwed yourself massively because you didn't consider, you didn't realize, or you didn't think that cars don't last forever, guys. They're machines, they're tools, but they are not permanent. No car is permanent. I've heard of Toyota Corollas and Priuses going for 400, 500,000 miles. Awesome. I'm glad to hear drivers are getting that many miles out of their cars and they're still making money. But that isn't every single car on the road. So I think everyone should strongly consider not getting a brand new car. You have to realize this and if you are going to get a brand new car, your plan better be to pay that thing off quick. If you bought a $2,500 car and you're a full-time driver, I would suggest paying that car off in a year to 2 years, stacking up money. Or you're going to get burned. And in this case, it's going to be all your fault because you didn't consider the game. And I'm talking also about, these are economy cars, guys. UberX cars. If you got a brand new, what's a $25,000 car? Hyundai Sonata, maybe, right? Brand new, 2019. You would get paid the exact same as the person driving a 2009 Toyota Camry, a 2012 Corolla, 2014 Accord. You don't need a brand new car to do this. You need a car, preferably a reliable car. One that gets good gas mileage, one that you're not going to get beat up on maintenance. You got to play the game right or you're going to lose. And this is coming from a guy who who drives one of the worst cars on the planet for rideshare. But that's not because I kind of fell into this. I didn't buy the car to do rideshare in. Um, but in my particular situation, if I were to trade in that car, then I would be taking, a $13,000 hit on it, and that just wouldn't be doable for me. So, uh, yeah, that I think this is a very disorganized video, but I just want you guys to realize I got a couple different ideas I want to do for this one, but I want you guys to think about this very hard. For any of you who have friends that are doing this or you're doing it yourself, you got to play the game correctly or you're going to lose. This is a losing game if you don't play it correctly. And I don't want any of you to lose. I want every single one of you to win. I want every single one of you to find success. But you have to play the game correctly. And as the channel grows, as my presence grows on YouTube and everything, I think you're gonna be seeing in the future, very soon, how I went from a very kind of fucked up existence 2 years ago to being on debt and starting his own business and growing a social media presence and all that stuff. And I'm here to help you guys. I try to respond to every email I can. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. I keep a frantic schedule, but I mostly enjoy it, and I like helping you guys out. I don't like to troll so much, unfortunately, but that's what comes with the internet. There's a bunch of YouTube know-it-alls and uh, angry people on the internet. So unfortunately, it is what it is. But I want you to know I'm here to help. And as the app economy, the gig economy grows and grows and grows, there needs to be people that can show you how to do it better so that you can show your friends and family how to do it better. Because the only thing the apps care about, Uber and Lyft, is getting the passengers money. They don't care whether or not you spent $60,000 to do economy rides, because you can buy an Escalade and do UberX. They don't give a crap. I've seen some of the most impractical cars on the road doing economy rides, doing Uber pools and shared rides. And if they're doing that, they're not playing the game correctly. But you can. So don't play a losing game. Play to win. That's all I got for this one, guys. I want to thank y'all for watching. Everyone, please stay safe, stay driven, stay classy, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.